In the American League, it's Aaron Judge, 62 home runs. Bonds got the record with 73, obviously. Here's our friend Tom Verducci writing in Sports Illustrated. I thought this was great. Bonds is the official home run champion. Judge is the authentic champion. One has the official designation. The other is unofficial, but has the prestige and authenticity. Which would you rather have? I said, ooh, Verducci, making my job easy. I'll ask that question on the show. So, Nick, which record would you rather have, Judge's or Bonds?
I'd rather have the one that's a record and not the one that's make-believe.
Jeez.
Listen, hold on a second.
I got an answer for that.
Aaron Judge, I said it last week, I'll say it again. He slowed down a bit the last week. Maybe the pressure got to him just a tad bit. So he's probably not going to win Triple Crown, but one of the greatest seasons ever. And baseball tends to work in storylines. Could see this being the year the Yankees break their own little drought of not winning a World Series.
That would be nice.
And he is the story of it. And so I'm not trying to take anything away from what Aaron Judge did this season. But the idea that the American League home run record is something anyone has ever given a damn about is nonsense. And the idea, if Aaron Judge is now the real home run king, then that means Roger Maris has been for my entire life. And guess what? Nobody has acted like that. Nobody has talked about, I looked it up this morning, Google Trends for Roger Maris's name over the last decade. You know what? It spiked for the first time in a decade the last few weeks because of what Judge was doing. No one was like when Giancarlo Stanton hit 59 a couple of years ago. People were like, he's right on Maris's heels. Nobody except for him who showed the tweets, and God love him, he seems like a wonderful son. Nobody but Roger Maris Jr. thinks that Roger Maris Sr. had been the king. But Roger Maris Jr.'s got some takes out there. You finally have someone to revere the clean home run king. No more trying to explain to you how someone could possibly hit 73 home runs. It's pretty easy to explain. Guy had a massive head and a bigger bat and was one of the greatest players ever. And he was bombing them into McCovey Cove, and guys on kayaks were drowning trying to get him. For the majority of people, new clean home run king. Give me a break. Give me a break, Brew. Barry Bonds, I'd rather have Bonds' record. You know why? Because it's the only thing that's actually a record.
Well, okay, look I'm on the record as saying that Barry Bonds is the legitimate single-season home run king. He's a home run king, period, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I recognize that because MLB is the arbiter of all things baseball, and they officially recognize it.
But you'd rather have the other one?
Well, first let me say this, because you dismissed what Judge did like it's not even a record. It is a record. It is the American League record.
And the Yankees.
Furthermore, it's the Yankees record. The Yankees are the most prestigious franchise in all of American sports. I mean, you want to argue Cowboys or Lakers? Maybe.
Sure.
But I'd say probably the Yankees, okay? And he's got that record. He passed the guy, Roger Maris, but there's another guy. Babe Ruth, okay? And while Bonds is the home run king, nobody acts like it. It's on paper. He's not in the Hall of Fame. We'll see if he gets in with the Veterans Committee. The writers, he can't get in with them, okay? Nobody brings him around and celebrates him. It's like he's not a part of baseball.
That's true.
Aaron Judge is the people's champ. He really is the people. And look, I think I'm with you. I recognize Bonds' record. But Aaron Judge is the people's champ. Aaron Judge gets the respect. I hate to say it. People don't treat Bonds' record with any respect. They really don't. And maybe, just maybe, but it's doubtful because baseball is, we remember Shoeless Joe and all the history.
Well,
but maybe eventually, one day, people will, the details, as we say, will get murky. And we will just look at it and say, well, Bonds hit 73. But Bonds,
hold on, but
we all may be long gone by the time that date comes.
Sure, but
so Bonds will never be able to enjoy it during his lifetime.
I don't think do you think anyone's hitting 74 in our lifetime?
No.
I'm going to say no. So what we have reason to believe is whether it's murky or whether people put mental asterisks or whatever, Bonds' name is going to live there for a long time. You want to know how long I think this 62 is relevant for?
Ooh.
5 years.
Wow.
Well, you think somebody's going to hit more?
No, I don't think, whether someone hits more or not. Roger Maris, that 61 stopped being relevant 24 years ago. when McGuire and Sosa.
All right, can I push
yeah.
back on that part? I understand, and like last night it was weird. Like a lot of like Barry Bonds stands came out of the woodwork. I was like, oh, they put their like armor back on. Like, all right, time to report to duty on the internet. There are no like Mark McGuire stands out there, and there are even fewer Sammy Sosa stands.
Sure.
So if you really want to ride hard for Bonds, don't you think you have to ride equally hard for Sammy Sosa and ride super hard for Mark McGuire? Because that is a very quiet, no one's like, actually, he's in 7th place. It's Bonds, and you would think that Aaron Judge is not there. Like, there's total erasure of McGuire and Sosa.
No, I don't
None
think
of
you have
them are
to.
in the Hall.
Well, the Hall, again, the baseball writers is a odd group, and I think the way they handle their Hall of Fame is foolish. So I don't want to, that's a separate discussion. Sosa, to me, what hurts him is he never held the record. He might have spots 3, 4, 5, and 6, but he never held the record. McGuire hit 70 when Sosa hit 66, and then Bonds only had the 1 year and hit the 73. If you want to argue that Mark McGuire should get more love, I'm good with that too.
I do too.
Like the Sosa's in a weird spot because he was unbelievable and one of the greatest home run hitters ever, but never held the record. McGuire held the record, and Bonds holds the record, and Bonds will continue to hold the record. People, to me, the reason I know people are making up some of this stuff, when they're like, oh, like Bruce said, it's a Yankee record. Garrett Cole set a Yankee record yesterday. Hubs told me, I'm a Yankee fan. Most strikeouts in team history, most revered team ever. Nobody gives a damn about individual Yankee records. They care about trying to say,
really care.
this guy's the home run king.
I care big time.
You did? Did you even know the Garrett Cole
yes,
thing?
Garrett Cole, all of them. All of them. No, this
Stolen
was
base
different
record.
because it was Roger Maris and Babe Ruth. Roger Maris still has some significance because even when Sosa and McGuire and those guys passed it, we still knew it was something fishy going on, and now we know it's more than something fishy.
Okay,
So
I've got some other bad news for you.
What?
You wanted to get to talking about the fan, but Hubs is in my ear saying we got to go.
No, I got to tell you, what do you mean? We got to go. You're in charge of the show. Can I just tell, if you ever catch an important
if that were Nick
sports
Wright,
souvenir,
if that's
America,
you,
let me tell you something.
Listen up.
You catch a ball hit by a guy who's about to sign for
Right to
$500 million,
Tell him.
and folks try to tell you, do the right thing.
Say it.
You know what the right thing is? Put it up for auction. You know who can bid in that auction? The dude who's about to sign for $500 million. You know who also can put up bid in the auction? The Baseball Hall of Fame. You catch an important sports souvenir, the person who really wants it is super rich, they can win your auction. As long as you don't hold the auction, say Sotheby's, everyone can bid except for Aaron Judge. Do the right thing by you and your family and sell that sucker to the highest bidder. And if Aaron Judge doesn't want it, guess what? It means more to somebody else. It means more to whomever will pay more money because he's not bidding on it because he doesn't have the money. This peer pressure and societal pressure of, a handshake and it's their accomplishment. No, it's not their accomplishment. Hitting the ball was their accomplishment. Catching it was your accomplishment. Take that money, my friend. That guy seems like he has a lot of money anyway, so do whatever you want with it. But sell the baseball.
There you go. Hey,
I agree
squeeze
with
it in.
Nick on that one.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.